Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good Shabbos. As you can see, I'm here in my study, in front of all my dreidels, at home here. And we're going to be discussing the final closing chapters of the Book of Numbers. And as we finish the Book of Numbers, I think the first question we could ask is, why is the Book of Numbers called the Book of Numbers? And that's because there are numbers in it. There are a lot of numbers in it. There's some very significant numbers. Of course, we have the number 40. And 40 means many things, but it's also the number of years that the Israelites crossed the wilderness. And then we pick up the number 42, and we learn that that's the number of significant events and places in the very long life and career of Moses, which is now also drawing to a close. Another number is 120. You can answer this at home. This is the number of years that Moses lived. He lived a very long, long life, but it was his time, really. His consolation is to get to go up to Har Nebo and not enter the promised land, but see the promised land and see that there is a future that he helped create. And the big number of the book of Numbers is 603,550. Those are the number of Israelites, 20 and older, men in this case, eligible for battle should it be necessary, ready to enter the promised land, and also eligible to pay taxes. You see, some things never change. But the book is also called Bamidbar, and that is very significant. That means in the wilderness, in the desert. And when we were in the Negev just a few weeks ago, we had a sense of what it's like to be in a desert. Heat, lack of water, well, we had water bottles, and lack of vegetation. And it reminded us that the desert, the wilderness, is a very lonely, frightening place to cross. And even though we don't live in a desert, there are a lot of people that know that feeling of isolation, of loneliness, of feeling very much alone. So we look to Bamidbar and say, what did our ancestors do? What kept them going, even in the worst of times? And the answer is faith. Emunah. They believed in themselves. They believed that they were worthy. They believed that they had a purpose and a mission in life and a goal, a destination, and it gave them hope. They were people of faith, not at the beginning, but they evolved. You know, it's in the wilderness, in Bamidbar, that our people, they find God, they receive Torah, they may have thought they were lost, they just needed direction. And the idea of, why did God reveal Torah in the wilderness? Because Torah is accessible to all, and God is available to all. So as we close this magnificent book, we realize that we have to believe in ourselves, believe in our capabilities, and believe there's nothing at all that we can't accomplish with God's help and surrounded by a caring community. Join us this Friday night for our reunion of our caring community, meaning when we draw together as a congregation, it's a kind of reunion. So this Shabbat, you have two options. Shabbat at the Shore, led by Cantor Neal, and that's at 6:30 p.m. And Shabbat here at the temple, we're not at the shore, but we are going to be outside in our beautiful outdoor space, our courtyard. Mary Savar and I will be leading that service. Please join us, either location. We would love to celebrate Shabbat with you, and always know you are never alone. Shabbat Shalom.